And I want to remind folks, have your phones ready, because at the end of this segment, we're going to have a QR code up on the board here. So if you want more information about everything that goes on here, you can just kind of, it'll go through the QR code. This is your disability rep, and this is Roy Rickster. Roy, good to see you again.
Likewise, always good to see you.
The advantages of coming to you are you're not talking to a computer, you're not doing this kind of trying to you are here, you are a live person, and you're here to help people.
I am a real life person, yes. And so I've been here roughly a year since we enacted the disability program here, and I wanted to kind of touch base, remind some of the viewers that maybe didn't catch our initial show about some of the things we do here at the Resource Center.
Right.
And so I'm Roy with the Resource Center, and our website is the UR Disability Rep. You can reach me here at 882-1800. We'll kind of cover that at the end as well. But a couple things, advantages, I guess, to using the Resource Center for your disability claim. And these are basic things that are real important to me. When I came here, Bruce and I had a chat, and I said, look, here's how I want to run this program. I want this program to be the way that I would want it to be if I was on the other side of the desk. And so we implemented some strategies to accomplish that very thing. So we advocate claims in real time here at the Resource Center, and that's a big deal. There's no preparing for the exam at the last minute, crashing on the medical records the day before court. So many people tell me horror stories about meeting their representative the day of the hearing or talking to them for the first time the day before.
Yes.
It's not the way I want to do things here. So we advocate in real time. I read records as they come in. We adapt arguments. We put in new briefs and theories of case, and keep pushing your claim aggressively. I would like to advise people of the next steps. It's important that you know where we're going so that we can end up in the right place in the end.
Nobody wants surprises.
Right. Providing cover-to-cover feedback. As I read medical records, I call folks and I say, hey, look, here's what the doctor says. Your hands are not well developed. I know you have this numbness and tingling. We've talked about it, but it's not made an appearance in the record. We need to focus on these things in future visits.
Okay.
We want the records to reflect reality, and oftentimes they don't.
Okay.
We try to help create convincing testimony. Real important that people seem credible, and so we want to make sure that their testimony is prepared,
Of course.
accurate, and is believable.
Concise.
Exactly.
Not a rambling kind of testimony. Right, okay.
Things that we encounter a lot of times for common mistakes, missing documents is the biggest thing. People just don't get their forms turned in. They get overwhelmed. They give up, unfortunately. Lack of clarity, the lack of elaboration. A lot of people go through those questionnaires and they think, man, this is so easy, and they just fly through them. But we want to make sure we cover our buts and our ifs in each of our scenarios.
Yeah.
The forms that we get from Social Security, we kind of talked about that already. We want to make sure that they're thorough and complete. And we want to resolve any kind of inconsistent information. And these may be things in our medical records where we talk about normal gait, but we're using a cane. So we want to make sure that we keep things as clear and concise as we can possibly keep it.
Absolutely. And, of course, these are the advantages of coming to you, Roy, because, first of all, as I said, I like to see a real person when I'm talking. So many forms everywhere on the computer, it's almost as though they assume you know a lot already. And you can help people who are just going, I don't know what to do.
Well, sure. And I have people come in my office from time to time who've had other representative firms. I've helped call some of those representative firms for people to get releases so they could change to me, for example. Sometimes it's 20, 30 minutes to get to talk to a live person at some of these nationwide firms. No 1-800 numbers. You can call direct. Here to the Resource Center, I'm easy to reach. There's no upfront payments. Everything we do is contingency based. If we win and you receive a lump sum, we get paid.
Right.
Otherwise, we don't. And we take care of Social Security. A lot of your viewers have probably called Social Security recently and know it's a 30 to 45 minute project.
At least.
If you don't get disconnected 2 or 3 times first.
That's happened, yes.
We try to keep things nice and easy peasy. We're real low key here in my department. Want to make sure that things come across as easy for folks to understand. Want to be very approachable. Layman's terms, not jargon, is the important part.
Well, I mean, you're the professional here, and if you don't have it off the, the tip of your tongue, you know where to find it, whereas I don't.
Sure.
So you go with a professional, someone who knows what the business is all about.
So one of the resources that we offer here is we have disability do and don't type seminars a couple times a week, or a couple times a month rather. These disability workshops are kicking back up again in February. We can see here on the 16th and 23rd, have an evening and have an afternoon one for folks that may want to accompany their family member, but they're working, and
Right.
after hours may work a little better for them. You can give us a ring here at the 882-1800 to register for these. You can also check out the UR Disability Rep. Lots of tips, tricks, videos, informational things there that are a real resource for folks.
All right, there it is. Your disability rep, Roy Rickstrom. Give him a call.